run the ball for 264 yards.
Ooh.
No, let me take that back. They ran the ball for 200. Hold on, how many yards did they run? 224. They ran the ball 38 times, 224. David Montgomery had 12 rush attempts for 154 yards and 2 touchdowns. Had a long of 72. So he's averaging up what? 12. Oh, so he's averaging damn near 13 yards a carry in an NFL game.
Yeah. Hold on, just not an NFL game, We talk about we talk about the Ravens.
Ravens.
We talk about any NFL game. We playing against the Ravens, who identity they're known for what? They known for their defense.
They're known to be physical. Jared Goff was 20 of 28, 202 yards, an interception, a touchdown, no turnovers, 0 sacks. Lamar Jackson had an okay night throwing the ball, 21 of 27, 288, 3 touchdowns. Ocho, but he was sacked 7 times.
Yeah.
And they wasn't bringing no pressure. That was 4-man pressure.
4.
A lot of that was 3 down. They would bring what we call 3-down scan, 3-down spy, where they would rush 3 and then have somebody like right there. Where you going, Lamar?
Lamar, yeah.
And spy. And they getting pressure with 3 rushers. That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
And King Henry, let me tell you something, bro.
Woo, that's 3 games, That's 3 in a row. That's 3 games.
And the ball is in your left hand. So obviously he's a right-handed player. That's his non-dominant hand, arm. And so now they see the ball is away because he's getting ready to stiff arm, and the ball just got slightly away from his body and hutched from the back. You gotta sense that. They're gonna attack the ball now, Henry. Yeah. That's what they're doing. They say, you know what? Hey, we're not gonna let you run our ass over. You can't go nowhere without the ball.
Yeah, and obviously Hutch was coming from behind too.
Yes,
Hutch
he
was
didn't
coming from behind, and he had no idea. And he's running to the left. So as a running back, you learn that from Pee Wee. You learn it in high school. You learn it in college. If you run to your left, you always keep the ball in what? In your left hand. But obviously, somebody coming from behind, you got to keep that thing high and tight. You got to keep it high and tight.
Ocho, I've been trying to tell. I see. The thing is, a lot of times, Ocho. If you just a fan of the game and you just watch the game, my team won. We're not trying to hear what you're saying.
Right.
I said, now y'all can blame it on Henry's fumble and you can blame this. But Baltimore, your defense is an issue.
Yeah.
Baltimore, and I told you this the other night when you played Buffalo. You gave up 264 yards in the fourth quarter to the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
You gave up 22 points in the fourth quarter to the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. I said, you've got an issue. Now, Baltimore Ravens fans, you know, because a lot of you guys have said, man, we need a new DC. Zach Orr, we need a new DC. I don't know what you need, but if somebody would have told me that the Lions was going to come in there and physically beat the Ravens up, I say, I bet your doorknob to a bucket of cow manure. That won't happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I wouldn't think the Lions would come in and physically dominate and impose their will on the Ravens, especially offensively. I knew they would score points. I knew that. Yeah. And I felt the way the game started off, the first and the second quarter, they was going back and forth. And I thought to myself, I'm at the cigar bar for the first half. Man, I kicked my feet up. Boy, it's going to be a barn burner. They finna be going back and forth. But obviously, Lamar Jackson holding on to the ball a little bit too long, trying to make plays down the field.
That clock
got to go off.
That clock got to go off in your
head. You got to know when to go. And if you're not going to go, if you're not going to take off, throw the ball out of bounds.
Throw the ball away. Throw it away.
So you live to see another play. So you live to see another down, but you're putting your team in unfortunate circumstances. You're going from first and 10 to the second and 18. From second and 18 to third and 20-something. So there are really not many plays that you can run from that point, and so you lose the offensive series.
Yeah, it ain't that many plays in the playbook that you got for third and 15, third and 20, third and 25. Ocho, you might go a whole year, a defense might go a whole year and maybe have one drive in which they give up a drive of 90-plus yards.
Yeah.
The Ravens gave up 2 in this game. 2. A 96-yard drive and a 98-yard drive.
You know how hard that is to do, huh?
Hell yeah.
You know how hard it is to string together a bunch of plays and drive the whole goddamn field.
Basically had the ball for 11 minutes.
No, that's very difficult.
Yes.
That's very difficult to do. Hey, Montgomery had a day. You know, that monkey jumped on his back like he was running the goddamn 400. Jahmyr Gibbs had a day. Listen, and this all comes down to, you're going to have games like this, right? but they got to fix the turnovers. You got to fix the turnovers. The Lions should have had almost 3 interceptions. They dropped them.
Yes.
They dropped them. And this is what has always haunted the Ravens once they make it to the playoffs. They play very well throughout the season, and they get into the first round of the playoffs, and they do stuff like this. They turn the ball over. They need to fix these issues. I'm glad it's early in the season. It's only week 3, so they have plenty of time to get this stuff together. Derrick Henry, they're going to go back. They're going to start from the basics, high and tight. If you got to run the ball like goddamn Tiki Barber did when he played, dude, so be it.
Or keep it in your right arm. If you feel more comfortable, if you go back and look at Emmitt Smith, you'll never see him with the ball in his right arm.
Right.
He kept everything in his left and he's a right, but he felt more comfortable. Go back and look at Emmitt. It don't matter what side of the foot, what side he's on. Right. He taking a toss to the right, he got it in his left. He taking a toss to the left, he got it in his left. So King Henry, if you feel more comfortable with it now, it's going to take away the stiff arm opportunity. But Emmitt really wasn't a stiff arm type of guy.
Right.
That is your weapon, is the stiff arm. And you got the ball. If you're on the left hand side, you're on the right hand side, it's going to be hard to stiff arm somebody coming from the inside.
Yeah, but
you got to do something like, it's mental now, Ocho. You know how it is, Ocho. You drop a couple of passes in the game.
Oh, it's in your head.
It start bothering you.
It's in your head.
Hey, you start trying to body catch it and like, okay, I'm gonna look it all the way in. The next thing you know, the ball hit you upside your head. Hey, we all done been there. If you caught passes for a living, you've had a day, and when you're like, damn, just don't throw me the ball. And here I am, I'm open again.
Yeah, ball beat you right up.
Ball beat you up. Ocho, this is what we normally say about the Ravens do to other teams. They beat people up.
Yes.
They smash people. For the Lions to come in here and do what they did, Jared Goff was 20 of 28, 202, a touchdown.
God.
Excuse me, no interceptions, no sacks. I do understand Matabikwe and Van Noy, 2 of their best pass rushers, wasn't there.
Yeah, they hurt.
But that ain't got nothing to do with that running now.
No.
That ain't got nothing to do. Running is about physicality. It's about domination. It's about moving a man out of the way against his will.
Right.
That's what that is about. And for somebody, like I said, Ocho, if somebody would have told me this is the time. Okay, if you tell me the Lions going to win, well, they can score points. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think they're going to win in Baltimore, but if they, I can see that. But if you tell me they're going to come in and get dominated like they got dominated tonight, I wouldn't have believed that. Not running the ball like that, Ocho. I haven't seen the Ravens get run on like that.
Yeah.
That's physically dominated.
Yeah.
And I thought Lamar was throwing the ball well. Like you said, Ocho, that clock's got to go off a little quicker.
Yeah, that's all.
The clock's got to go off a little quicker. Bro, that ain't 7-on-7. They're not going to let you back there and pat the ball and let you just pat the ball and just let you pat the ball. You got to go. After one pat, let it go.
Yeah,
take off. Either you take off or let it go out of bounds somewhere. But I think you got to look. The Lions defense, man. And that was a bugaboo last year, Ojo. They score points, but they had to seemingly outscore everybody.
Right.
This defense this year, look, they gave up 30 points. I only really count that last year. That was late in the ball game.
Right.
Because they had a goal line stand. They stuffed Derrick Henry, they stuffed him, and then Lamar tried it, and they stuffed Lamar. Give them credit. They bowed their backs when they had to bow their backs. But I'm concerned about